is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Monday, March 4th, 2019. We got some new QAnon, Q clearance, breadcrumbs, updates, drops right here just about an hour ago. All right, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. We know you are busy, and we like to give you tidbits of information on a basis of what you need to know, okay? You're going to connect your own dots, you're going to put everything together, and you're going to come to your own conclusions, because we promote thinking for oneself here at the Patriot Hour. We will help you. We'll go over lots of things. Never take what we say here to be word or truth or 100% correct. It relies on you doing some of your own research. All right, without any other delays, let's jump right in here. Again, make sure you are subscribed, and all the links are down below in the description box. All right, last one we went over here was the Great Awakening 2954 from 11:05 p.m. last night. This one here is 2955, 2,955 drops in the series. This came at 2:57 p.m., just a few minutes before 3 p.m. All right, got an anonymous here. Can someone explain this Whitaker shit? Q said he was taking on a new role in the DOJ. Now he quit suddenly. You have a short-term memory, Anon. He did remain on and in a senior role as stated by the DOJ. Remember, this was just a role. Whitaker to stay as Justice Department following a stint as Acting Attorney General. Former Acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker remain at the Justice Department despite William Barr's being sworn in to lead the department. Whitaker, who served as Chief of Staff to then Attorney General Jeff Sessions until President Donald Trump tapped him for an acting role in November, is now a senior counsel in Associate Attorney General's office, a department spokesperson said Friday. Attorney General William Barr was sworn in at the House Thursday after the Senate voted 54-45 to confirm him. The Office of Associate Attorney General, whose title role is currently filled on an acting basis, oversees, among other things, the DOJ's divisions on civil rights, antitrust, tax, and the environment. So Whitaker was a controversial player in the president's cabinet, drawing backlash from congressional Democrats who protested his public statement that were critical of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russia investigation, an inquiry Whitaker oversaw during his time as acting attorney general. Democrats also attacked Whitaker for his time serving as an advisory board member for a patent company banned from the industry by the Federal Trade Commission for fraud. So, the former acting attorney general was the first major Trump official to face a grilling by the House Democratic majority, testifying in a continuous hearing before the House Judiciary Committee on last Friday. It was a couple weeks old. So Whitaker's career plans have up until now had been something of a mystery. On Monday, a representative of the National Sheriff's Association offered the outgoing acting attorney general a gift. He wrapped up a speech to organization during a Washington, D.C. conference. Great. Is it a new job? Whitaker quipped. Okay, so he did remain on in a senior role. Duration stated. Why are key positions always interchanging? Logical thinking by oneself clarifies easy to answer questions. 2956. We got another anonymous. This came right at 3 p.m. on the nose. Remain, then go. But we really liked him, Q. Departure from the DOJ doesn't mean he's not on the team and still in the game. Or by our analogy, an actor in the movie. There you go, 2956. Oh, we got a couple more here. Just minutes ago, folks, 2957. 3:08 p.m. Got an anonymous here from 3:04. Acting, temporary role, cause, destruction, then move on. Hard to hit a moving target. Scaramucci model. Temp, hire by design. Shadow 2 sessions by design. Public will become aware. during the document dump. 2958, another anonymous here. This came at 3:14, just minutes ago. Q, sometimes I think it's hard for y'all to empathize with us. Y'all on an operation from a position of knowledge. We are in the dark. We are desperate for truth and justice. And we got define Backchannel. Define Backchannel. So you can say, imagine the frustrations if they weren't here even talking to us a little bit. Imagine those frustrations, folks. So we are getting something. It's not exactly what we want. That's how a lot of people try to prove this is fake, because it's like, oh, these dates have been given, things ain't happened. We're only getting guidance, folks. We're not getting any real... if you have the enemy here, how do you lay out everything? And then have the enemy looking at it too. And then the enemy can act off that. Doesn't quite make sense now, does it? All right, so we'll see if there's any more updates here, just to be sure. 2958. All right, still 2958. Give me a minute here. All right, we got one here from the Daily Wire. Nagging ethics questions regarding Democrat House Intel Chair Adam Schiff. House Intelligence Chairman Adam Schiff, Democrat out of California, apparently coached former Donald Trump attorney Michael Cohen on what would be discussed at last week's congressional hearing. This, along with a meeting between Schiff and Fusion GPS founder Glenn Simpson prior to Simpson's testimony, and a long list of other examples of the congressmen's claiming to have evidence against President Trump that never seems to materialize. It might lead one to wonder why Schiff hasn't been the subject of an ethics investigation. American greatness Julie Kelly has been reporting on Schiff and the myriad of Democratic investigations into alleged collusion between Trump and Russia to steal the 2016 election, and ask one simple question in the article titled, "Where is House Ethics Probe into Adam Schiff?" During Cohen's testimony last week, the former fixer for Trump said he had spoken to the House Oversight and Reform Committee Chairman Elijah Cummings, Democrat from Maryland, and also with Schiff's people. When Representative Jim Jordan, Republican from Ohio, asked what he spoke to Schiff's team about, Cohen said he spoke to them about topics that were going to be raised at the upcoming hearing, and not just simple logistics. Kelly also notes that the days before Cohen's testimony, Schiff said on ABC this week that Cohen was going to testify that Trump engaged in money laundering and obstruction of justice. It's all amounted to the latest ethical misstep by the Democratic chairman of the House Intelligence Committee. Unfortunately, none of Schiff's bad behavior has caught the attention of either the media or the congressional watchdogs, Kelly wrote. Unlike his predecessor, Republican Representative Devin Nunes, a Republican out of California, who is subject to a fruitless 8-month House Ethics and Committee investigation in 2017, Schiff continues to escape scrutiny for lying to Congress, misleading the public about imaginary crimes related to Russia collusion, and now witness tampering. This wasn't Schiff's only questionable behavior. 2 years ago, he claimed to have more circumstantial evidence proving collusion, yet no such evidence has ever surfaced. Now Schiff is threatening to drag Special Counsel Robert Mueller before the House Intelligence Committee if he doesn't release the full report of his investigation. One imagines he will only do this if the summary of the report finds no collusion. That is the end of that article. Unbelievable stuff here, folks. Unbelievable. 2958. Just to make sure nothing else is dropping off on the fly. So we defined Backchannel. That's us getting at least some tidbits of information. We are in the dark. I say we're in a dimly lighted room. How about that? And it's getting brighter. We are desperate for truth and justice. I agree with that. So, Whitaker filled that role temporarily. We knew that. We knew there would be somebody more permanent that had to come along. All right, so we'll go ahead and shut this one down, get it out to you. Anything more comes here this afternoon, we will be here to present it, get it out as quick as possible. Again, I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed, each and every one of you worldwide. Make sure you're subscribed. Again, a couple of premieres coming tonight. We did some live over on the Patriot Tech for those of you that were busy working, busy with your day. Check those out. That'll be coming later this evening, probably around 7 o'clock here on the Patriot Hour. I'll put it out in a premiere type fashion. That way you have the enjoyment of the live chat. All right. Again, have a great afternoon into your evening, and we'll see you back here later on.